G'day, it's Joel, and I'm very happy to be sitting here with the guys from OneRepublic right now. I've got Drew and Ryan. Guys, thanks for having a chat with us.
Sure.
Thank you. Me. Welcome to Perth.
Yeah.
The tour kicks off now. You must be excited about that.
Very excited.
We are. Yeah, this is the best way to end a year. Is a trip to Australia.
And we told our promoter, what night is Beyonce playing in Perth? I said Saturday night. I said,
yeah.
Could we play in the closest possible venue at the exact same time as Beyonce, given that she's the most in-demand concert of the calendar year? The answer was yes. Anything you want. You're OneRepublic. We'll kill for you guys.
Yeah.
We're gonna bend over backwards. We're not even going to tell her camp about it, and we're just going to go for it.
Well, you seasoned veterans now. I mean, you've been around for so long. We're talking third album. Native has just gone gangbusters here in Australia. It seems each single gets better than the next as it comes out. Is that cool, having like a bit of that momentum and that steam, or is each song?
We're ecstatic because our second album, I was saying earlier, our second album was a huge success in the US and in Europe and Asia, and then in Australia and the UK, it was like it didn't even come out, and we never fully understood it. You know, we don't cry over spilled milk at this point. I don't know that we'll ever get the real reason.
I get that. I bought it.
Well, it just happened. It happens.
I love Good Life.
Thank you. But yeah, it was. I think it was a function of a number of things. You know, we're on a large record label with a lot of marquee, huge artists, and sometimes, you know, it's just bad luck and timing. If you happen to come out and you're a band like us and you come out at the same time as, let's say, Lady Gaga, when she was at her biggest Gaga-ness, and Black Eyed Peas, you come out at the same time, it kind of just gets, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, you get moved in the shuffle. And so I think there's a number of factors, but for us this is like redemption, to have Counting Stars do here and then worldwide. And what I got to say about Australia that's kicking ass for me right now is Counting Stars has now done the exact same thing everywhere else in the world for the most part that it's done in Australia.
So we started it basically.
You guys started
it. We made the single successful.
No,
we did all the work.
We fundamentally did though. That's the crazy thing, is that the rest of the world, it started literally in Australia.
Yeah.
And it sparked here and then went everywhere else because of Australia, and everyone kept referring to, do you see what's happening in Australia? And I mean, that's how it worked in the UK. That's how honestly, that was the story that went to the US. I mean, the Australians went from, like, again, to go from our last album barely coming out here to having Australia lead the pack for the whole world, to me was like the greatest joy. I mean, it was amazing.
Do you enjoy coming here?
We love it.
You get a lot of time off.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's funny because it's like, I picture, you know, the amount of work that you do outside of the band, and of course with the band and touring, producing and everything like that. Do you guys get some time to go to the beach? The weather's pretty good outside. I don't know if you know.
I was outside. I was laying out in the sun today. I went for the longest run yesterday through all of Perth. We went out to Balthazar last night. Which is one of our favorite restaurants in the world. Went to the Beyonce concert. She was kind enough to give us a bunch of VIP passes, so we had one of the best seats in the house. And then like we went out afterwards and like hit, you know, the Belgian beer place and like a bunch of different places like on the main strip. And you know, Perth is very, very, very comfortable for us. It's the same exact size, same population as Denver, where we're from.
Awesome.
And very similar vibe. The people are very similar. The energy, the nightlife, you know, it's just a very Perth feels like our city, but just on the water.
Yeah.
So
it's a nuts town.
It's great.
Like you go out, you meet strangers and they're friendly. You become friends with strangers.
Yeah. Aussies are totally chill people, and yeah, we love coming here. I mean, there's a lot of countries that we've been very lucky to over the last. We've really only been. It's crazy because we've been together as the five of us are now 8.5 years. We started the whole idea of the band 10 years ago. Like, we should start a band and it should be called this. That was like 10 years ago.
I remember you guys breaking out on the scene. It's crazy that it's been like 10 years of.
It's 10 years since we like came up with the idea of it.
It's been a few beers.
And then a few beers.
Yeah.
And then it's been.
I love Drew's reaction.
How many?
I mean, you know, when you join a band when you're 20 years old, and and then you turn 30, you realize that you gave your
20s.
20s.
Yeah.
You spent your whole decade.
Don't get your 20s back either, because then it's going to get harder to get up after each big night as well.
I think about it.
I'm excited.
I remember when I turned 20 and I was depressed for a week. I remember the day I turned 20, I was depressed.
Yeah.
Because
teens for God.
I had this realization, the fatality of it all, like the morality or fatality. That's the word. I sat up just like thinking, oh my God, I never get to be a teenager again. Like, I was like, shit. like that was so awesome. How is it possible? And then I was like, raised a Christian, so we fundamentally don't believe in reincarnation, but I've thought off and on, I've thought maybe the Buddhists have something figured out. This whole reincarnation idea is kind of cool. Unless life sucks, then you just don't want to do it again. But if you can manage to carve out your niche in the world and have a decent life, then you're like, I read Richard Branson's book, and one of the comments he made, they said, what is your single greatest wish? If you found a genie, he said, I want to do it all over again.
Wow.
And I thought that was kind of cool.
That sounds like a good song.
Yeah.
Can we do it again? We've been filming it, so can we somehow copyright that? Well, how much does it cost for you to produce a song? Because I've got a few old bandmates back home. We played band in high school.
Yeah.
We haven't played in 10 years, but maybe you could produce a song for us.
Sure.
I'm sure the fee's very small.
It's very small. I don't charge anything.
Guys, it's been so awesome to meet you. We're here at Metro City. We cannot wait for the gig tonight. It's going to be amazing. Please enjoy Perth. We're so happy that you've kicked off the tour here. Enjoy the rest of Australia. We're glad the third album is doing so well here. We're sure
so are we.
It's going to get even bigger as the year sort of winds up and we head to 2014.
You guys started it. That's awesome. The fact.
Thank you for the support.
Thank you.
Drew and Ryan from OneRepublic here on NovaFM.com.au.
Nova.